70%. That's McKinsey's famous finding on change program failure rates. And it's been cited in boardrooms and conferences and consulting decks for 25 years. But here's what no one knows. The most important finding in that research is not the 70%. It's the variable they buried in the methodology section. And that variable changes everything. Hello, my name is Todd Hagopian, the original Stagnation Assassin, author of The Unfair Advantage and author of Stagnation Assassin, both available on Amazon. Today's stat, 70% of change programs fail. Here's what the headline misses and why the real root cause is sitting in plain sight in the data most companies never read. Let's talk about what this number actually means. McKinsey's research on organizational transformation spans multiple publications from the mid-1990s through the 2010s, and the 70% failure figure synthesizes findings across hundreds of organizations. Later work by McKinsey's Scott Keller and Colin, particularly in Beyond Performance, examined the actual drivers behind success and failure. But here's the buried variable. The single factor correlated with change success was not strategy quality. It was not budget. It wasn't even executive sponsorship. It was employee energy and motivation. Specifically, whether employees believed the change was worth making at a personal level, not just a corporate one. Not engagement scores, not satisfaction surveys, personal belief in the value of the change. Companies that actively manage the human energy dimension of change outperform those that didn't by a factor of 3 to 1. That's the finding. Most consultants skip this finding because it's harder to bill for that than it is to bill for a process redesign. In P&L terms, a failed change initiative doesn't just waste the initiative budget. It deposits cynicism into the organizational culture, a liability that compounds every quarter. Every failed initiative raises the activation energy required for the next initiative. Here's the conventional crime. The standard corporate change management response is a communications plan, a steering committee, a change champion network, which is exactly like treating a structural engineering failure with better signage on the building. The communications plans are going to say all the right things. The steering committee is going to meet on Tuesdays. The change champions are going to be enthusiastic for 6 weeks. That all happens. But by month 8, the organization has absorbed the new language while reverting to the old behaviors. They call this adoption. It isn't. It's performance. The Stagnation Assassin response, brutal honesty. The diagnostic doesn't stop at process. It includes the human energy inventory. What do the people doing the work actually believe about it? Let's talk about objective management, not assumed. Transparency means the gap between leadership's narrative and employee reality is surfaced, it's named, it's addressed before the rollout, not after the resistance. Here's your one move today. Before your next change initiative, run a 5-question anonymous pulse on the team being asked to change. Ask whether they believe the change will work, whether it'll make their work better, whether they've seen changes like this succeed before. The responses are going to tell you more about the probability of success than any project plan will. Here's the one-line verdict. Change programs don't fail because the strategy was wrong. They fail because leadership managed the process and forgot to manage the people. For more stagnation killing frameworks, grab The Unfair Advantage or the Stagnation Assassin on Amazon.com. Visit toddhagopian.com for the world's largest stagnation database. And remember, continue to declare war on stagnation every single day in your business and every single week here with us.